We all know communication is key, especially at work, right? But if that's true, why do so many of us still fail at it? I know I did for years until one chaotic project really got to me and forced me to use three simple communication hacks that completely rewired how I showed up at work. If you've ever stayed silent in meetings or felt too self conscious to speak, this one's for you. So back then, I was an admin assistant in an office where everyone was busy, stressed, and only half listening. Meetings were messy. People would talk over each other and then send endless unclear emails, and projects kept crashing because of it. The problem wasn't effort, it was communication. But no one saw it, not even me at the time. I would just sit silently, take notes, and tell myself it's not my place. Honestly, I was afraid. I hated the sound of my own voice. I hated attention, and I was terrified of embarrassment. Then came that major project, the grand opening of our largest facility. Corporate executives, government officials, everyone was watching. Everything had to be perfectly coordinated. But from the start, it was chaos. Instructions were vague, emails contradicted each other. Half the team thought the equipment deadline was Friday, and the other half thought it was next month. And then the project leader fell ill, and suddenly I was in charge. At the next meeting, everything exploded. Glenn from logistics accused Catherine from procurement of negligence. Voices rose, tempers flared, and something in me snapped. I thought, if I stay silent again, this disaster will keep repeating. So I took a deep breath and I said, I think we're all frustrated because we're not really hearing each other. Can we pause and clarify what each team actually understood from the last update? There was silence. Everyone looked at me. Then Glenn spoke up. I thought Catherine's team was calling the vendor. Catherine seemed shocked. Wait, I thought you were. The miscommunication was exposed. So I started asking questions, summarizing what people said, and making them repeat what they heard, not what they thought was said. It was awkward at first, but something shifted. When people listened to understand, not just to reply, defensiveness dropped, clarity rose. But just when the meeting was settling into a rhythm, I noticed something about Glenn. He kept leaning back, arms crossed, not saying much. His words said, I'm fine, but his face and his posture said, I'm still annoyed. I almost ignored it, but I caught myself. Non-verbal cues. This is a critical part of communication. So I asked gently, Glenn, you still seem uneasy. Can we clear that up before moving on? He said, yeah, I just feel blamed for something that wasn't even my responsibility, and this could happen again. That opened the door for more useful conversation. We uncovered unclear roles, we fixed them, and we rebuilt trust. The chaos calmed. Our interactions became more productive. And that project, which was heading straight for disaster, actually recovered. But you know what was the biggest surprise? People started asking me for help communicating better. I didn't become some super speaker overnight. God knows. I was still nervous, still very self conscious. But here's what I realized: you don't need to be chatty to be a great communicator. You just need to be driven, to get the courage to speak for clarity, not attention. And it comes down to three simple habits. One, practice. Get out of your head and actually speak. I've been working on that, intentionally vocalizing my thoughts clearly and concisely. The more you do it, trust me, the less scary it becomes. Number two, active listening. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? Yet many people fail at this. Listen to understand, not to reply. Reflect what you heard to confirm clarity. This is a crucial part of communication. 3. Non-verbal awareness. Pay attention to facial expressions, tone, and posture, both what you show and what you see in others. Body language reveals what words don't. So listen, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to be present and realize that good communication, it's like the lifeblood of a healthy organization. So practice speaking clearly, listen actively to each other, and be aware of body language. Because guess what? Good communication isn't natural, it's trained.